So, I'm going to talk about the sharing economy, which is basically a big con on the public. You know, a proper sharing economy would actually be anarchic syndicalism. Now, you know, when I talk about anarchy, give me some shout. What do you initially pose? Anarchy. Chaos. Right. So, proper anarchy, you know, Russian, Kropotkin theorized, you know, anarchy, as defined also by Noam Chomsky, would be the assumption that the burden of proof for anyone in a position of power lies on them. They have to prove why they have authority. No shame is basically an anarchic syndical cell. We've been going on for 5 years, but no one here was given authority. We all work together, we share the burdens and the joys. There's no one lords it over anyone. There was never authority given without good reason. And it works great. Now, I have a little bit of bias. I just got taken off the insurance by Oregon Taxi today. That basically means I was fired. Now, this is because I stood up and said, this has been a line too far. It took away some of our data, so it just showed up zoned, and then that's it. So it could be the crack house I know about, or wherever. I have to just accept or reject it, knowing nothing. And I said, no, it's too much. I went on the radio and I said, I'm not working tonight at the protest. And they BAM! Fist came down. Now, I'm okay, especially once I walked in here to my family. No shame. I felt okay, you know. But, you know, Uber seems a great idea on the surface. But what it's really doing is forcing you to monetize every second of your life. Because it's broadcasted this way, oh, I'll make some extra money on my time off. But you're not doing time off, you're working. And you have to carry water and chocolates. And if you throw some drunk out of your, excuse me, not taxi, your personal vehicle, then they can rate you down. And if you get rated down too low, Uber takes away your ability to work. So who's really in charge? Are you just a fun, independent contractor who's making a little extra, or are you just a slave, deprived of even unemployment insurance? TaskRabbit. I'm going to reduce your PhD to $5 an hour because I want you to do this thing. And but no, you'll just compete and the market will make it work. That's what the sharing economy is right now. But an actual sharing economy would take advantage of amazing things like mesh mobile networks that just create spontaneous, Wi-Fi, you said it right. And say, in fact, I'm going over to West 11th. And then you would set your thing saying, I went that way too. And you could choose to just message them real quick and say, Vada, and you'd go. And you would make right there a bargain saying, hey, why don't you throw in a few bucks? That would be actual sharing. Actual sharing economy would say, I have a bunch of apples that fall off my tree, the squirrels fucking eat them. In like 1 month after they bloom. Why don't you come over and use some apples? Because I can't make that much cider. That's what actual sharing economy would look like. We would take advantage of the miracles of technology that are being raped from the earth, for rare earths and so on, and would use them properly. Now, instead, it's showcased as a way to make money. You too can be an entrepreneur. Sharing economy, sharing economy. All it's doing is trying to reduce, because, how much is GM worth? I'll give you, it's in the billions. Give me a shot.
50.
50?
50.
GM, you said what?
15.
15? GM is worth $60 billion valuation currently. Now, how much is Uber valued at as of last week? Also in the billions. 40. Uber is worth $40 billion. You know why? Because they took a profession which was an honest work and they turned it into slavery. Around the world, they don't pay any employee costs. And if you ever run a business, you know that employee costs are what is most expensive. And guess what? Uber found